Hey guys, good morning, welcome to another live session of Stocksnipertrading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Trading with a perfect broker is the key, which takes you one step ahead. At AAAFx, we have you covered. The future of forex is zero commission. Here at AAAFx, we offer ultra-low commission, which starts at 99 cents per lot. Our account's spreads start from 0.0 pips. With account leverage up to 500x, and can have a minimum deposit of $100, with an additional 100% deposit bonus, regulated by HCMC Greece, compliant with ESMA, EU, regulated with FSCA, South Africa. Nothing to lose, but something to gain. Trade with the world's most liquid market provider, AFX, recommended by Stocksnipertrading. To get started, use the affiliate link below.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stocksnipertrading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.
Recording in progress.
Hey guys, welcome to Stocksnipertrading. My name is Ron, my partner is Dave. Welcome guys. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate all of you guys. We're going to go for the next 2 hours, power hour session. So it's 2 p.m. Eastern right now. We're going to go 3 and right into the close of Wall Street, 4 p.m. And we're going to be looking at US 30 and NASDAQ. We've got our trading view charts that we're going to do a top-down analysis on together. And then we have Bookmap on the right, which is our live liquidity platform, giving us the live bids and offers in the market that might help us with our analysis. So thank you guys for joining. I appreciate all of you guys. If we can get started by hitting the like, subscribe, hit the notifications, help grow the channel organically for YouTube. We want to give as much free education as we can to everybody around the world, but we need your help guys to achieve that. So thank you guys. We've got a bullish ignited daily SST candle, and we need you guys to help fill it up with more like volume so we can break out of resistance and we can try on our way and get up to 100,000 subscribers. So thank you guys. We appreciate all of you guys. Everybody on Zoom, welcome, and you guys on YouTube. So with that being said, first thing, let's get some things out of the way. Today is Thursday, okay, and tomorrow's Friday, big day. So if you're trading indices, there's a lot of earnings tomorrow. We have United Health, which is heavily weighted in the US 30. So make sure you guys are keeping an eye on that. This is all pre-market when they release these earnings. So if you see some volatility, it could be due to United Health having earnings tomorrow. Big banks have earnings, JP Morgan, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, BlackRock. So you probably heard of all of these different corporations, but they have earnings tomorrow. So it's going to be on a Friday morning. So just be careful when we're trading US 30 and NASDAQ and things like that, okay? Because there is going to be lots of volatility with some banks having their earnings, okay? Thank you, Efren. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Welcome, Martin. Thanks for joining. Okay, guys. So with that being said, let's get started. We're going to start to do a top-down analysis. And again, if you guys are in any trades, please monitor your trades accordingly. Be responsible. We're all adults here. Watch your accounts to the best of your ability. I'm going to say this every single session. Hopefully you guys understand this. Please, guys, don't over leverage your accounts. Okay, this is not a get rich quick game. This is takes time to learn how to trade within your accounts. Remember, the game is all about percent and pips. Stop worrying about dollar figures. You know, that might change the way you look at the markets. Yes, we all trade to make money. That's a fact. But you can do the same way you can make money by achieving daily percent gains, daily pip goals, and things like that, and just changing your mindset, not to focus just on dollar figures. Okay. And also, guys, I just, before we get started, if you do trade with a prop firm, with FTMO, MFF, and others, they've now taken away, you know how you have like phase 1, you got to do it in 30 days, phase 2, you have to do it in like 60 days. Now they've eliminated that. So now you can actually trade naturally. You don't have to be pressured by, you have to get this done in 30 days. So if you're in 25 days and you're still got 2% to go, you don't have to start over leveraging your account to do it. So this is really good, guys, if you do trade with prop firms, or if you're looking to trade with a prop firm, you don't have to maybe incur all of the losses that traders had in the past years until they finally figured out how to pass these challenges. So it's really, really good, guys. That's exciting news, and that's good. That's positive for the future. So let's continue learning how to trade, guys. And now if you want to use like a prop firm, you have no limits, no daily limits, so that's good. Yes, MFF too, guys, and we do have a link if you want to try MFF, an evaluation account. Use the code Stocksnipertrading, and that will get you guys 5% off. It's not much, but 5% is better in your pocket. Okay, so you can use that code Stocksnipertrading. So I'm going to move over to US 30, guys. We're going to start off with a full complete top down. This is the 5 minutes right now, so we're kind of consolidating inside here. And this over here is Bookmap, guys. Okay, so this is a live liquidity data platform. We have our heat map inside here. So you're going to start to see where there's a darker color over here, this red color. You can start to see that there's liquidity pending in the market up there and waiting to maybe get activated. We don't know if these are buy stops, sell stops, limits, anything. They're just pending orders in the market. They can be stop losses. They can be everything up there. So when it gets up there, we judge what happens. And we're right trading at the VWAP, this white line right over here. This is the volume weighted average price line. It's kind of like a magnet towards institutions where they want to transact. Sometimes they'll break the VWAP, it will come down, pick up the bids, and come right back up. Sometimes it breaks, like right now, above the VWAP. It's going to maybe possibly come into this liquidity over here where it got rejected 2 times down here. So I'm just going to place like a yellow line so we know we do have resistance right up there, 34,600, that psychological area. There's 32 offers, and then we have like a bigger block above us over here at 34,620, 68. So with this buying pressure, we might be able to break out of here. And on candlesticks, this is the resistance. So it's kind of like a double bottom with a higher low coming through here. So we're going to see if it can take out the high. If you guys are in buys right now, it could be taking out the high, and we're going to see if it can push and close above here. So you can see now how it's trying to move into where that liquidity was sitting in the market up there. And yeah, so right now it's currently bullish, breaking right through here. So as soon as we started this call, how many of you guys are in any trades right now? Are you in buys? Yeah. So some of you guys are in buys already. Nasdaq buy, yeah, okay. So guys, just please manage it. You know, it could be an impulse break, could come back down. We're going to see where it closes and things like that. But I'm going to run a top-down analysis. Okay, so if you guys are in any trades, please guys monitor. I'm going to try and get these 2 top-downs done in the next 15 minutes, and then we'll get ready for like 2:30. So on the daily, guys, okay, we've been talking about this pattern all week. It's a big double bottom on the daily. This week we have Monday, Tuesday, yesterday. Big strong candle broke out. Okay, so we're creating higher highs and higher lows. Here's today's daily candle currently. So we opened very, very, very small pullback. There's our low of the day, and it kind of just, it gapped up. When they closed here, they gapped it up, and then we kind of just filled that imbalance of that gap. It came down, respected this area, the close of yesterday. So I'm going to place a purple line right here, and we pushed bullish today. We came all the way. We took out these tweezer top highs over here, 34,475. We were watching this because we did London last night. We did like a swing trading webinar. So we were looking at these areas and things like that. So today it continued to fill the wick, fill the wick, fill the wick right up to here. Then it popped a little bit. So that's our high of the day today. And when it came up there, it got rejected and we're pushing back down. So at our high of the day, we're going to place a purple line, okay? And we're pushing down where the volume is right here. So what I'm going to do with this yellow line is I'm going to bring it down to these critical bodies right over here. I've got a body, green body here. I have that kind of spin top daily candle right there with the body. I have a red body right below there, and I got a retest. So I'm leaving this yellow line because that's where we're possibly going to trade right now. Maybe going to consolidate. We're going to see on lower time frames if we can stay above this yellow line, and maybe we can continue to fill the wick to the top. Maybe we get rejected, and maybe we're going to push down to maybe our low of the day and then start to break. If it does, there's 50% of our volume and that wick right there. So we do get some confirmation right here. I'm going to place another yellow line right there. Okay, so it's roughly 50% of the body. Yeah, it's right there is 50%, and there's the wick. So what I also do there is I draw a zone. So a little bit above, a little bit below, and I bring it across into the future. So I'll bring it across today, tomorrow, next week, next month. Who cares? Just bring it across. You found your zone. This is all I do differently is I make it a green zone. So if it comes down here, I know that this could be a potential area of demand in the market, still holding US 30 up on a higher time frame on the daily, and maybe it wants to pull back into here and maybe come back up. If we break this area, we might have an impulse move come down to 34,250, and then we see on the daily, if we're swing traders, if like daily volume will close down here, maybe retest this and drop. We have a trade idea right now that we're monitoring on US 30 on the 4 hours, and it's getting almost breaking the 4-hour support level. Nothing confirmed yet, but we're going to watch it as it goes through the days, and we're going to get more into swing trading. We have a live webinar that we're going to do in London every Wednesday night. It's going to be part of our schedule, and yeah, I'm excited about that. So we want to do more also swing trading, not just scalping. We want to teach you that price action. Once you learn it, you can do whatever you want with it, okay? And now if we continue to come up bullish, maybe we'll come back up to the high of the day. But when we have those tweezer tops, so I've located a zone now. Like over here at those tweezer tops, it got rejected there, and we just got rejected there today. So now we identified a daily area of supply up here. So I'm going to do a red box, and we're going to see today if we come up here, what will happen up here. Look, in the past when we came up here, if we bring it across, we got rejected right here, and then we had that impulse breakout to here and here. So if we do have an impulse, maybe with news later tomorrow and things like that, maybe it's positive news and the US Dow US 30 rallies and we're breaking out of a new high up here. But we'll worry when we start to get up into this area. Right now we're right here. So we're still a lower high from yesterday's wick. We got like these equal highs over here. It's pushing down. So we're going to see if we can hold today's volume. If not, we might be breaking down a little bit into this demand box. So let's look on the 1 hour now. Okay, so we're going to start to see more. It's hourly candles are consolidating. Here was the big news Wednesday at 8 a.m. We had the big push. Came all the way back down yesterday. We were in a power hour. We were in a sell right here, and it came all the way almost to where CPI started. So it was a complete 100% retracement back down to where it started, caught the wick, and we started to move up. We came up right here, 9 a.m. Wall Street, up to here, the high of the day, below 50% of this big red candle, and it got rejected. Bearish hourly candle coming down, and now we're starting to push down into here, and right now you can see the hourly candles are just trading sideways right now. So we got red, green, red, green. What we can do also is find a key hourly resistance area right here, 50% of this red candle, and that wick got rejected right there. So I'm going to change it to a white line to represent that's our hourly resistance right up there. And if you want to do like an hourly zone, a little bit above and a little bit below, and then you got your hourly zone. Okay, remember this zone up here is a higher time frame. That one holds more weight. It's resting up there. Like over here, you see Bookmap. See the heat up here? 34636, 34632, 64 contracts, 55 contracts. There's a big block up there on a higher time frame waiting to get activated. So this is pending in the market, resting supply, but you see now how they're lowering it. There's a block coming in here, a block coming in here, so it's lowering the supply because it's coming down on the hourly. So what I'm trying to identify and illustrate here on TradingView is that the block is coming down lower. Do you guys does that make sense, guys? The way how I do this, for some traders it takes a while to get used to what I do, but if you're okay with what I do, maybe it will start to make sense. I know it's a lot of colors. I know it's maybe confusing at first, but there's a method to this madness. And then now I'm looking over here. Okay, we held above that body. We retested it. There's some hourly support going across. There got respected, holding. We broke down today at 11, came back, but no volume, kind of closed below this white line, came back up. We came down just previous to this call, 1 p.m., right back down there and back up. So we have no volume closing below this level, and we're picking up liquidity with these wicks. So now we kind of found where our hourly support is in the market right there, and maybe that will turn into demand as it continues to build over time. So I'm going to place a green box. Now we're just kind of trading inside here. So we can consolidate this entire hourly area. Maybe we'll see if we can continue to break out maybe to today's high, maybe push a little further. If we do, okay, we could break out to up here, 34,523, right up there. And then if I really want to get 50% of that candle up there, I could and bring it across. But we have quite a few zones up here, so I don't want to confuse too many people. And then if we start to push down, down in here, we'll see what happens. But let's go to the 5 minutes, see how things are developing. So we're still pushing up right now. These are the 5 minutes. Okay, we got a nice, beautiful double bottom. There's our double bottom right here. We closed above the daily, pullback, held right here, held, nothing broke below here. So we do got good 5 minute support being created in the market right here, continuing to push up. So we do have a trend line we can place in the market right over here. We'll keep it red to signify short-term trend line for 5 minutes. And we broke out of here. Here it is, breakout, new high, and pull back. We're still holding 50% of the green candle. We're still holding that daily level, like right here. You can draw like a green box right above there. Shorter time frame, but we're still holding. Now we're going to come up to the bigger supply, the hourly supply up here, and there's our hourly resistance, that wick, that white line. Let's see if it can come through here, if it can break for a new high and then maybe get rejected. Is it going to not even touch up there? It's going to be a lower high and come back down. These are all things that we need to know to figure out over here. Okay, so if it's consolidating right now and we're not in a trade, maybe we'll trap it in here and see what it does at this hourly resistance and where it's creating a little bit of short-term support right now in the market. And if we're not in a trade, we can observe, we can wait, we can let it accumulate, we can just see what's happening in here. A lot of the volume when it gets in here, it was consolidating choppy over here. So a lot of the volume is clustered in here. We'll see if it trades in here. If it breaks down, maybe it will come up here and get rejected and maybe come back down and we lose this area and we break the trend line, then maybe we can look for a potential sell in the market. Okay, so we could potentially look for maybe a sell kind of below here. And I just want to show, okay, this is an aggressive trade breaking down here. It could break, come down to this red line and go right back up. We have to know that there could be a pullback here if we do take that scalp. There's a big rejection. So see how it came up? We've got a big wick. So I measure this. I measure the zone. If I'm going to go into a sell like below this green box, it could come down to that red line. That's 10 pips. But then come down to here. That could be about 20 plus, maybe 25 into here. And then it came in here, went back up, came in here, went back up. If it does come in here, but hopefully with more momentum, more selling pressure, it can come down here and break. Just like how yesterday's power hour session went. And then maybe we can start to come down into this level, like down in here. And we'll see what happens down there, if that's a possibility, okay? But we need volume to close below here. So we could wait for that. If that's too aggressive of a zone, then you wait conservatively down there. you want to break this minor support and then the bigger support down there. But for some scalpers, as it's coming down, maybe we want to scalp this move for 10, 15, 25 pips. Okay, so I'm just going to reiterate that this is a very active zone in here. There's a lot of swings, a lot of fake outs. You have to know if you're coming in trading this area that maybe use a size according to your account, that maybe if it pulls back, you go in some drawdown, maybe you go smaller in here. And then if the trade starts going down in your bias, then maybe you start adding positions as it breaks down bigger levels. Okay, but we'll leave that there for now. We're nowhere near it. Okay, the market is still moving away from it. So let's see now what's going on in the book. We broke that yellow line, so we have a new high. It came back down. We held the VWAP. Bids are building below us. It came back, took out the high, and now we're kind of respecting the yellow line. We want to see if the bids can start accumulating in here. CVD over the time period is 167. So you see we're above zero now. We're above the baseline, where the last maybe hour of net liquidity is positive. This is 1:30, 1:45, 2 p.m. we started the call. Here's 2:15. We're going to get a new vertical line coming very, very soon at 2:30. Okay, so that is US 30, guys. We'll continue to watch that. I'm going to do a top down on NASDAQ and get both of these charts ready side by side. So I'm just going to move over to NASDAQ. If you are in buys, guys, please manage it. You know, it's still building a little bit. Okay, so now looking at NASDAQ, 5 minutes, like right over here, it broke out of here, higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Like if you're selling, they are counter sells. They're counter sells. They're quick little pip and dips. Nothing is really breaking down any structure yet. They're small pullbacks, but continue to move up. So maybe this afternoon, maybe we'll find where it is completely overbought. Yeah, I know we're above 70 on RSI. I know that there's bearish divergence. Like if we look from this tip to this tip, it's making higher highs. We look from here to there, it's decreasing. But the market is not really breaking down. They're just small pullbacks, continue to get bought up. So you have to be careful if you're selling, because look at what you're selling. You are selling this daily candle. It's an ignited bar. It broke yesterday's high, and look at it go. So you are shorting this strong big daily candle right at the high. So you have to be very careful. Even know that 5 minutes are overbought, because you're selling into the demand of this strong candle, guys. I want you to visually see this. If you're trying to short NASDAQ right now, this is the daily candle you're shorting. Do you really want to short that? Do you want to take the risk at shorting that? That's like gambling. You're gambling if you're doing that. So guys, please, like, be careful with what you're doing. Always, if you're scalping 1 minute or 5 minute candles, just look at the higher time frame. Maybe this will give you a bias today to continue to buy the pullbacks instead of selling them, unless you're disciplined to understand the rules of pipping and dipping. Okay, so look at it. It's a bullish ignited daily candle right at the high. This is called a Marabuzo candle. Okay, Japanese created this. It's got no wicks on the top and bottom, and we still have 2.5 hours to go. So be careful shorting this is all I'm saying, okay? Unless we get confirmed areas. So right away, there's 50%. I'm going to draw a yellow line at today's body. I'm going to do a green box a little bit above, a little bit below. Okay, right there. We got to get 50 cent to make a track for us. A little bit above, a little bit below. And then maybe everyone will remember that. Okay, so if anybody knows 50 Cent, we would like a track with him if he can do it. A little bit above, a little bit below, just a little bit. Okay, so if we continue breaking out of our high of the day, where are we going? Okay, where are we going? And we need Beyonce or Rihanna to do look to the left, to the left. Always look to the left. So what I'm doing over here is I'm looking to the left. Ja Rule, that would be good. Okay, so other daily critical levels now. Okay, so I'm not using purple anymore. I'm going to my yellow. I see a critical level right there, right there. If it continues to break out, maybe it comes up to this area. So I'm looking for daily push. If we continue to push, where could this thing go? Maybe up to there. Then I start to see where it broke out here, it got rejected there, and then it came back down. So maybe we found our bigger daily supply area right above here, and we bring our box zone over. See today's daily move right there. So maybe tomorrow, next week, who knows? Maybe we're going to trade into this bigger block up here, but we're going to make it red. And that is a resting zone in the market, okay? So we kind of have some levels. If we continue to push, where could we go? Very, very strong daily candle. And then if we look at the overall Nasdaq, it's been insane. Okay, if we look all the way, this previous low, March of 2023, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Today, look at these. These are two bullish daily candles. They're like the soldiers. One more, and that completes a 3-day pattern for these big bullish soldiers. What is causing Nasdaq to do this? Nasdaq is tech related. You guys have probably heard of AI, unless you're sleeping under a rock, but AI is the big contributor to all of this. Okay, now we're getting a wick. So now US 30 is pushing down. So let's go and let's look at the time. So we're approaching 230. So we're getting a pullback now. Look at the hourly candles on Nasdaq. Okay, you have to be very careful shorting this thing. It's higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Look at the RSI. I didn't even see this. RSI on the hourly is 88, almost 89. Lots of retail traders are probably getting smashed right now trying to short this thing. You know, just when you look at RSI, see, I didn't even look at RSI. I had no idea it was up here. 88. That's probably, look at the big drop on US 30. That's probably telling a lot of traders, we need to be selling, we need to be trading, selling, but you could be holding a massive drawdown, okay? So we need to see some structure breaking, like body to body over here. We need to see at least maybe here to see some red volume, maybe come down and close below here. So I'm going to draw like an hourly support level. We're like nowhere near here. So we might have to see it come up, maybe come down, go back up for a double top to absorb more and more and more supply, then break down here, and then we might get the official push down. But right now, it's dangerous, okay? So let's go to the 5 minutes. Let's see what's going on the 5 minutes. Let's see if we see any patterns developing over here. Okay, so it just came into the red box, hit the high of the day, tweezer tops, pushing down. There's 50% of the green candle that started this move. Okay, right there. I'm going to place a line. Let's see if it catches a wick, holds here. Okay, we'll see if it can. Yeah, so it caught a wick. We'll see if it can come back up. If it can maybe close below this zone, that is the aggressive area to scalp. There's our white line, the hourly. If you're more conservative, let's wait for maybe 5-minute volume to close below the white line, then maybe we can officially get into a sell, because then we'll come down there. See the neckline over here too? Okay, I'm going to do this with a box so you can see this more visual. There's a top where it got rejected. There's the double top where it got rejected. And then there's the move where it closed above and continued uptrend. So I'm bringing this zone all the way across into here, and I'm going to make it green, because if we're selling the market, it could come down into here and bounce off this green box and go back up. If it breaks and closes below and retests this, we flip it red, we might be coming down to this bigger green box. And there's 50% of the green candle. So if there's like an impulse break through here and you're running it and it breaks, it could come down to this red line and that's it. And then go right back up and still not even test this big green box. And it could go right back up. So we're now looking. So it came up, back down. Okay, so right now it's holding 50% of that bullish candle, a little bit above, a little bit below. There's your green box. Okay, so again, this could be an aggressive move from here down to there. If you kind of want to look to scalp this move from there, it could come all the way down to that white line, hit that hourly support, go up 10, 12 pips, maybe a small impulse 15, and then catch a wick down there because there's bids, and then come right back up. So you have to understand, if this is a trade that you're going to take, like right there to initiate it, you got to know what could happen right here. If you're okay with that and you understand the consequences, then that's more of an aggressive scalp. If you're not an aggressive trader, then maybe wait below this white line, hourly support to officially break. Okay, so we broke the VWAP coming down. We'll see. Let's put these two side by side. Okay, so like what I mean was, remember the aggressive scalp zone, what I told you for US 30? You see how it filled right down to that green box? So if you took that, it came down, red, green, red, It's an impulse candle. Sometimes there's a time and place when to take the impulse candle. And there it came all the way down to touch the white line. That was that support level. And it came down. So when I measured it from there, right there, like 20 pips, that's a 20 pip grab right there, okay? And it came down there. But now, if you didn't get in, some traders do not trade that zone. So what we got to do is we got to watch where this thing is going to close. We got to watch. We're going into 230 in 5 seconds, and we're going to get a new 30-minute candle. So just go through the motions. Nasdaq is still above that. That box is green. This is flip this green box red, because now we're below it. Okay, so did we come up and tap at least 50%? Okay, where's 50% of the body? Maybe right there. Did it come up yet? No. So we're trying to break this big demand area right now. So it may come back up to test the VWAP. Maybe it breaks and it continues to drop down here. So if you're in a sell, maybe we can break a little further. If we're not in a trade, maybe we continue to wait for maybe a pullback. Let's see tweezer lows now. Is it going to hold? No, it's breaking. Okay, but if we don't want to enter right away on this candle, it's the first minute, 45 seconds of the new 30-minute candle. Maybe we wait for this 5-minute candle to actually close, see where it closes. Maybe we'll see a pullback. Maybe we'll continue breaking. But this is where I was telling you, this is an aggressive zone to trade for 20 to 25 pips. If you're not comfortable, remember what I told you. You're waiting down here. You want to clear this entire demand area. But this is more of an aggressive trade. And scalpers are somewhat aggressive traders. But we're not, when we're scalping here, zone to zone, from here to there, we measure it 20 to 25 pips. Not 50 pips, not 75, not 100. You're measuring the zone. And then there's no ifs, ands, or buts what happens down there. You got to have the right mentality as a scalper. Okay, and then see what could happen. It came down, it broke the low, came into the green box, and now it's flipping up for the official maybe 50% retest. Let's see where it closes. Maybe it's going to come back up. So that's why sometimes maybe pip and dip. If not, you got to hold these pullbacks. But we're going to go through it. We're going to go through the motions. 50% is right there. Where is it? It's the VWAP. Okay, right there's the VWAP. We have some offers above us. So this might be like similar like yesterday where it came up, it absorbed some offers, then it went right back down. But we'll see. But maybe it's going to respect this daily block and come right back up. Okay, did anybody take that sell? And is anybody in it? It helps me, like while I'm on these calls, to know if someone's in a sell. Did someone buy? I know everyone's going to be different. Some of you guys will be selling. Some of you guys are buying. Some of you guys are waiting. Everybody is completely different. But you see now, okay, so it came for the 25 pip drop, and then now caught some bids, and it's coming back up to test where I placed the red line, 50%, and plus here it used to be support at those critical bodies. Now we're going to see if it can hold here as resistance. So if we're waiting for the official retest, the first 5-minute candle to close and the first 30-minute candle, we're still waiting. This may come all the way back up to here. So if you know, it might come after break evens. It could start to squeeze back up here, and maybe this is going to be a bullish move this afternoon. Nasdaq still has not broke down here. It's still right at 50% right here, still collecting some bids. Okay, and then if you ask me, like, am I surprised that it came down here and it's coming back up? I'm not surprised. Okay, I'm not, because look at time and sales. It dropped right at 225, and then look at when it reversed it right at 230. I've been part of these moves a billion times. So sometimes when you're in profit and you're going into a new 15, 30 minute or an hourly switch up, you have to be aware of what can happen. Okay, markets run on time and sales. And look at it, it comes right back up, you know. So sometimes, guys, the woulda, shoulda, couldas, you know, sometimes if, yeah, you want more than 20 pips, you want 25, you want to break the daily low, we want 30, we want 40, we want 50. It's a daily support area for a reason. It's the daily low for a reason. So maybe it just came down, picked up those bids. Let's place a yellow line so we know where did it bounce. Maybe for future reference, it came down here at 34,568 and came back up, but now we're transacting right at the VWAP. Okay, it's right at this area. Maybe we're gonna consolidate in this area. Maybe we'll continue to break out. Maybe we'll come back above here in this box and accumulate, and maybe they're gonna bust it out bullish, continuing this afternoon. We're not doing gold right now. Sorry, guys. We're going to stick to what we do here, okay? We want to have structure on these calls now. So power hour afternoons, if you guys are going to join SST on the calls, we will be looking at US 30 and NASDAQ, okay? We'll do other securities at different times. We'll look at gold, New York Wall Street, COMEX. We could look at oil in there as well. For London, we look at DAX. We do the German exchange every single day in London. We kind of want to do the right securities at the right times. If you guys are in gold, unfortunately, I can't help you there. Join the team. We give signals daily. There's other traders. Sir, can we add a SPX? Yeah, we could. We can add that. But we only have like 2 hours on these calls, so it's going to take me about 30, 40 minutes to do. So I don't want to waste too much time just charting, but yeah, we can add that as well. Look at here, okay? So see what NASDAQ is doing. It came up, it came back down. 50% of this candle holding, okay? So nothing below there. It's coming right back up. Let's see now for the double top. If it comes up and it maybe gets rejected, then maybe we could start to look for the sell with more supply down here now. Okay, it didn't. Nothing closed below there. So now it's coming right back up. Okay, and what's happening with US 30? It came down to the zone. These are 5 minutes. So that's why we measured the move. So there's no surprises, okay? If you went in and you pipped and dipped, great move. You got 10, 15, 20 pips. If you didn't take the trade, it's okay. I haven't taken the trade either. I'm just trying to explain for traders that do. We've got some aggressive scalpers in our group, and I just want them to learn the zones. It will maybe help you guys understand like what I do. You know, this is what I look for every single day. Now, if you're still in the sell, it's coming up to retest this area. Okay, sometimes you can't panic if you didn't get out, but you got to go through the motions. We had to do this yesterday in our power hour session. I did similar trade. I took a sell, it came back up. I was in drawdown. I trusted that it was going to break down. I was looking at the book, how it was. There was offers accumulating. I held it, and then it started to break down, and then it broke down really nice. But it's just analysis. Okay, so we're coming right back up here. Is selling pressure still going to keep it below here, or a buyer is going to bring it up and then close it above here? Then maybe we flip this green, and then we might be filling these wicks and coming up to the bigger supply up here. But again, let's let the market do what it does. Okay, you and I, we're just speculators. Okay, some of you guys are buying, some of you guys are in sells, some of you guys are just waiting on the sidelines. If we look at NASDAQ, if you want to trade in here, you can. Okay, but it's primarily just consolidating in here. Okay, it came up nicely, tweezer tops at the high of the day. Push right back down. Did we close below 50% of this candle? No. Cut a wick, and now it's coming right back up. So we're going to see, can it get rejected here, still with a lower high in supply, and then push back down into here? US 30 is still respecting this area. So it came up to the VWAP, it pulled back, and it's moving away from it. So it's trapped buyers up there. Let's see if it can continue to come down and take out the previous low over here, and then have a bearish engulfing candle come down, and then maybe we will break down here and look for that continuation sell. Okay, so that's why sometimes if you're in a sell, you should have a stop loss like maybe above previous highs a stop loss that you can manage without panicking, and you got to allow trades to develop too if you're looking to hold for a longer duration of time. So now you see what happened in the book. The buyers brought it up here right to the VWAP, and there was a lot of offers still there pushing it down. So let's start to see if the current order book, if more and more big offers, blocks are going to start to come into the market, and maybe any time that this is going to come back up, we can see that there's a lot of offers that maybe will absorb that volume and continue to push down. And then we're going to go into this is a new 5-minute candle, and then after this we're having our new 15-minute candle. So maybe the 15-minute candle may help you see things a little bit more visually. So it came up, the 15-minute, right up to the daily and got rejected. It's a bearish 15-minute candle, shooting star pushing down right now. So this might be looking like a good opportunity to maybe ignited bar to see if it will take out all of these lows and start to continue to break down. Okay, but we could also wait and see official volume close because we're close to the 15-minute candle. So if we're not in a trade right now, maybe we'll wait for this 15-minute candle to close. We'll see where it closes. It's still a higher low, still a higher low, still a higher low. Like if I draw like a trend line on these wicks from these 15-minute candles, that's still, it's holding uptrend in the demand box. So you have to be careful. So maybe we'll wait for this full 15-minute candle to close. That's why I didn't want to sell down there, because it was coming down, it looked good, but I looked at the 15-minute, seeing it has those higher lows coming into here and coming right back up. So you see it came down, this yellow line still held, the bids still held here. The sellers were down here, but they want to transact up here. So they're bringing the market up. This could be a double bottom, looking to see maybe it will continue to break out. So you have to be very careful. We're just consolidating. We're barcoding. Red, green, not ideal. Okay. Damien, yeah, what's up, man? Okay, so you see where we're consolidating now? You can bring like this consolidated box, neutral box, right down in here now, because that's where the market is currently trading, inside here. Do you do 50% of a 5-minute candle? Damien, I do 50% of every single candle I trade. If I trade 10-second candles, I'm going to do 50% of a 10-second candle. If I do 30-second candles, 50%. 1 minute, 50%. 5 minutes, 50%. 15, 50%. Hour, 15%. 4 hour, 50%. Daily, 50%. Weekly, 50%. Monthly, 50%. Yearly, 50%. Decade, 50%. Century, 50%. I don't care what it is. It's price action. It doesn't matter the time frame. I just want to make it clear to everybody that it doesn't matter what time frame you trade, okay? Century swings are hot, I know. I've been in a century swing for the past 35 years. I started it when I was 6 years old. Still holding it. Still holding it. It's probably my longest swing trade ever. I'm just joking. This might be a good time for a dad joke. Do you guys want to hear an amazing dad joke? This is the dad joke box. Okay, we're consolidating, so all the dads can have some jokes right now. I asked my son the other day, does he know what a protractor is? And he said yes, it's used for measuring. I said, what type of things does it measure? He said, angles. And I said, do you know your angles? He said, yes. I said, what is a right angle? He said, it's 90 degrees. I asked him, what is an obtuse angle? He said, it's bigger than 90 degrees. I said, do you know what an acute angle is? He said, yeah, it's smaller than 90 degrees. And I said to him, do you know why they call it acute angle? He said, no, why? Because I said it's small and it's cute. That was on the spot, guys. That was a real dad joke. Okay, that wasn't, I didn't look up that. That was real on the spot. You guys got to give me a little bit of credit for it. Okay, so we're still inside this consolidating area. Okay, we might have an M top developing on Nasdaq. Right now, US 30, there's no directional movement right now. So again, we can be patient. Okay, unless you're speculating maybe a buy, maybe a sell, but one of these parties is going to get squeezed out. Like if you continue to accumulate buys and then it sells down here, you might get squeezed and then you might have to close a position in a loss. Same with if you're selling here. If you're selling and adding positions on sells, these buyers might break it out of here and then short squeeze you where you're forced to maybe close. So sometimes like this, if you're going to try a position inside here, just do something very small. Okay, there's a fight here, the buyers and sellers. There's no real direction. We're still right at this VWAP, right in between here. So look at the market, like it's a balance for US 30. Look at the CVD, it's right at 30. Okay, we're right at the baseline. So the market is balanced between buyers and sellers currently. So we've got to figure where there's going to be an imbalance in the market. Nasdaq is still trending up. Like if you draw this trend line, still holding. Okay, but now it's going to be the official move up here. So what do we have up here? Okay, I have a black chart. So do we have anything on the 5 minutes above that purple line? No, because it's been a while since we've been up there. Maybe we look at the 15s. No, we have nothing up there. Maybe we look at the 30. There's nothing. Maybe we go to the 1 hour. Nothing up there. Maybe we go to the 4 hour. There's nothing. Daily. Okay, I start to see something on the daily now. So if it breaks out of this purple line, where's like our next daily? Like right there. There's a wick and a body right there. So I'm going to draw like a yellow line above us. Maybe right up there. Or sorry, a red line. I'll keep it consistent with the lower time frames. But let's see if it breaks out there. Maybe the next one will be coming up to there. It might break out. So now what I do is I go back to the 5 minutes and I have now the levels above us. Okay, so maybe if there's an impulse break, like above here, maybe it comes up to that red line. But right now we're getting rejected right here. So still got to wait. And then we'll see power hour. Then we have the new hourly candle coming up in 13 minutes. Okay, US 30 is coming right back up. Let's see, maybe they're just coming up to pick up more liquidity, and then going into power hour, then maybe they'll push it right back down. Okay. So do you see, guys, if you're trading in here, you can be an aggressive scalper. But what I was saying before everything, if you're a conservative trader, you're waiting down here. So you didn't even have to do anything in here. This is more, there is some traders that are really aggressive and they like trading in these zones, but it's not meant for everybody. Okay. I just want to make that clear. It's not for everybody inside there. It can get frustrating. So just know where you want to trade. Let's add some EMA. Sorry, 9 EMA. We're above the 9 EMA. On Nasdaq, we're going to use the 300 EMA. It's a purple line. Where is it? Sorry, did I add it on here? It's all the way down here. Okay, so Yoda was telling us to add the 300 EMA on Nasdaq. We are well above it. Okay, I'll add the 9 and the 200 on US 30. 9 and 200. Okay, so 9 is right here. We're above the 9, and there's the 200 on US 30. Okay, so most of you guys do trade with the 200 EMA. We broke above it here and then pushed down. So we're coming right back up to it, close to power hour. So maybe, yes, they might break it out here. It might close above. Maybe we'll come up to this official supply area and we'll see what happens. Yeah, Pat, suggesting we don't trade in the middle? Absolutely. So then what we'll do is maybe we'll wait below. Okay, now I look. We came down here a couple times and it went right back up. So again, like sometimes if you want to be aggressive, you're conservative down there, but maybe you want to start an aggressive sell rate. Like if it's coming down red here, then might with more supply, we'll have enough volume to take out that low and then push down. So again, just judge whether you want to take that trade there or down there. Like make up your mind. But sometimes the way how the volume is coming down, it might change your analysis. What happens if it kind of breaks out of here and it's a big rejection wick and it's a big red candle coming down here with that momentum and maybe like closes down here, the next candle opens up with a small pullback and it's breaking. That might be where we need to enter sell, just the way how the momentum is shaping up. So but if you're ultra conservative, you're waiting down there. But I move this with like the volume. Like if I see what's happening up here, I might want to get in below here. That's the thing. You can follow the volume and trade according to it. Let's let the volume do what it needs to do. So it came right back up here. It got rejected, lower high, and then a red candle might be coming back down. Might want to trade inside here going into power hour. Some power hours we're going to get volume like this where it might be really, really choppy. It might be really sporadic. It might be erratic. There's not much we can do. Okay, there's been a lot of news in the market yesterday and today. Maybe the market is going to digest this. We had CPI, we had PPI, a lot of things. Tomorrow we have all those earnings I was talking about. Okay, it's a big day for earnings. If you trade the Dow, United Health is comprised of 10+% of it. It's heavily weighted. We have a lot of banks tomorrow. Yeah, Ian too. The dollar's unpredictable. It broke 100. Okay, it broke its psychological level. Sometimes when it breaks that level, it might catch a wick and come right back up, and the U.S. dollar might rally because it broke 100, the DXY. So that's important too. There's just lots going on, guys. We have to be very, very careful. Canada increased interest rates another 0.25%. Like it just non-stop. There's like no relief. Okay, so we're breaking again bullish. There's the 200 EMA coming back up. Okay, so let's review what happened. It came down here, went back up. There it got rejected. It came back down. We held this big demand area. Nothing really broke down there, and we're coming right back up with that volume. So let's see where it can close going into power hour in the next 7-8 minutes. And then if we are going to continue to buy too, if going into power hour, if maybe we close like above here, again in power hour, so not right now, but if you do want to take it, that's up to you. But if we do come above here and we close, maybe we retest this, we flip this red box green, and all of a sudden we have momentum where we're filling these wicks and we're coming up to this red box, maybe up to that hourly white line in there, then it could be a bullish afternoon, continuing to take out these orders up here. Same with NASDAQ. If you're in buys, it could pop out to this red line, 552, and then 562. Okay, it could. But it could break out here too, catch a wick, and come right back down. So we have to be ready for all possibilities, okay? So you see how it got rejected there. So it's coming right back down. And we'll see if it picks up more liquidity and coming back up strong, and maybe we'll look for a potential buy up there. Inside here, maybe we don't trade this zone in here. That's where we tell our jokes. I don't think anyone can top my joke. So see, guys, it's very indecisive. It's coming up, going down, coming down, going up. But it is building. If we look at the bottom, higher low, ignited bar. Where's 50% of that green candle? right there. Let's draw a red line at 50% and see if it can still hold this level right there. Now it's dropping, okay? So now it's pushing down. This might be, okay, so look at one top, two top, three tops, like triple top, all equal tops for NASDAQ. There's the official like double top. Now if this leg can come down, maybe we'll short it below here. So see guys, that's why sometimes if you're in a buy too, if you bought this candle, it came right up to the red box. You got a decision too as a buyer, as a scalper in there. If you bought these green candles, it came up for you, 20 pips. If you don't do anything, then the market, unfortunately, it's barcoding, green, red. That's what I mean. It's not the best area to be trading unless you understand what you're looking for in here. There is some traders that are scalping a red candle, buying the green candle, you know, and just back and forth. They're picking up 10 pips in here. But for us, this is not ideal. 5 minutes. We still got to let the market do its thing. We're still right at the VWAP. We really haven't moved away from it. The market is still balanced. It's just going to do this stuff, and it's going to frustrate you. Okay, I hope, guys, this is education too. I hope this makes sense to you guys, because you're going to trade tomorrow power hour. You're going to trade on Monday power hour. You might trade next week on power hour. If you see these patterns, you got to understand what's going on in the market. I hope this helps you guys. You know, I know we're all looking for trades. Everybody just doesn't want to listen to me say dad jokes. We all want to make pips. I understand that. But sometimes on these calls, like, we cannot force trades just because we want to make pips. Believe me, I want to make pips just as much as you guys. But some days we just got to learn patience and discipline. You know, we have to learn it sometime. Okay, I had to learn this all by myself doing this, and I didn't have the luxury of talk. I enjoy talking with you guys. You know, we can talk and care, and when markets are trading sideways and boring like this, at least we can talk to each other, ask questions. It gets really boring when you're doing this by yourself. Because could you imagine you're just staring at these candles by yourself and you have no one to tell dad jokes to? It gets boring. I promise I'll have another dinger for us tomorrow. Tomorrow, guys, is going to be a marathon session. It will be 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'll be doing that. So, guys, make sure on YouTube you guys hit that notification. You guys subscribe, because that's when the markets will be moving. We're going to be watching all of the news, like all of the bank earnings. We'll be watching 8:30 news. We'll be going into Wall Street. So tomorrow is going to be fun, okay? And it's a Friday, so we got to go through again the motions. A lot of retail traders end up losing their accounts on Fridays. Some traders love to trade Fridays now when they understand how to be patient, disciplined, not over leveraged. Friday could be your favorite, your best day, believe it or not, when you learn how to do it properly. Okay, so we're coming right back up. No direction. We got 2 more minutes to go, 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and then we're going to go into power hour. Okay, so be ready. There's going to be possibly some volatility. It might be a dud of a start of an hourly. We don't know. But right now it's still building. There could be liquidity grabs before the hourly candle even opens up. So if we're not in a trade right now, I'm not in a trade. I'm going to continue to be patient and wait. If you guys are building buys, it could continue to break out of here. If you guys are developing sells, just careful, because it could break out of here and squeeze you into drawdown. But we can see in the book, we've got a big, I'm going to place a line up here so we know. There's a big order right now, 34,620, 64 offers. Above that, here's the other heat, 34,636, 58 offers up there. So we've got some contracts developing. Do we have a big block of bids down here? Not really. They're more sporadic. There's the biggest one, 69 right there. But let's let the market do its thing. Still pushing up. Okay, so we have 60 seconds to go. Gone in 60 seconds right now. 1 more minute, and then we're going to hit 3 p.m. Eastern. Also, guys, if you're getting ready to trade, Go to your MT4. Make sure you're on the right security. Make sure you're on the right lot size, what trade you want to take. Make sure you're looking at your spreads. All of these things. Always get in a habit of doing this so you eliminate mental mistakes. You don't want to be trading gold 10 minutes ago and you're in a standard lot and then you move over to US 30 and the completely different contract sizing and then it's a different size. So these could be mental errors that you could make mistakes and cost you. So always, before you even enter a trade, always just double check things. And then here we go. Here's the close. Last 5 seconds. So this is NASDAQ. We got US 30. We got US 30 in the book right here. Let's see what happens. Okay. So it's a red candle ignited, opening up on NASDAQ. We got a red candle opening up on US 30. Could just come down, pick up liquidity. We're still above the 9 EMA. We're right at this 200. That could be a golden crossover that's developing. It's only the first 25 seconds. Efren, you went through that yesterday when you entered gold. You were in a US 30 lot size. Yeah, I'm telling you, mental mistakes, especially if you're tired, like you're trading late at night. You know, everybody, we've all done it. But I just keep reminding you guys so you guys don't do those mistakes, you know, because it could be costly. Okay, so we're still holding here. It came down, still holding. Have we tested the 9 EMA? No, so it's still semi-bullish. Let's see if it can start to break out of here. If it has an impulse break. Okay, see the big rejection. So it just tapped the 200 and just got rejected hard. So it's coming back down. Let's see what it's doing with the bids. It's picking up bids right at the VWAP. So it's building, it's building, it's building. This could be like a bullish breakout. Okay, but if you don't want to enter, maybe we wait for the volume to close in 3 minutes. You don't got to go in right away unless you're kind of feeling it. You like the buying, how it's been building, higher lows, it retested. This thing could punch out, and if it does, get your ruler. If you're interested in getting into a buy, if it breaks out to those bodies, about 6 pips. If it fills a wick, about 12. Then there's 16, and then up to there, it's about 20 pips. Okay, it's building. It's possibly going to break out of here. If we're not in a trade, let's wait for it to officially close. Okay, and then maybe we'll catch the pullback. You don't always have to trade every single impulse candle. Yes, I understand it could go 5, 10, 15 pips, but it could also do that and get rejected. So if you bought that impulse, you'd be now in drawdown. So that's just like that. Just teach, even talk to yourself. Talk yourself out of it if you have to. You know, like the only thing is it's right at power hour. So they like to play a lot of fake outs. They like to grab liquidity. Just understand if you do take that trade, you got to be aware of the consequences. That's all I'm trying to say. US 30, or sorry, NASDAQ is breaking out. Maybe we'll pick up some liquidity now. And then if it's coming up, then maybe we'll take that impulse candle. Because at least I held off on the first move. And then I see it come down and pick up more volume. Then if it's coming back up, then maybe I want to take the second attempt on the impulse. Because now it's picked up at least some volume. So that might help me with my decision to go into an impulse. Otherwise, I'm looking at the countdown. There's a minute 45. It's going to close very, very soon. If you've held off now, maybe we hold off for the entire body to close. But if you like the way how it's developing, maybe it's going to follow similarly what NASDAQ is doing. But I'm waiting on this thing to close. I'm not trading NASDAQ. I got my MT4 ready for US 30. We have 90 seconds to go. So we're right at the 200. It's building, it's building, it's building. NASDAQ is breaking out. So we broke through that first red line. That next target was right there. Okay, now it's an opportunity. Okay, we're pushing. But I'm going to wait for this full 60 seconds. I've waited till now. I'm waiting for this entire 60-second candle to close. I know it's like everybody wants to take that impulse. Believe me, I know. I'm an aggressive trader, probably more aggressive than you guys. So I'm showing extreme patience too, holding off on this. And then if it closes above, we got to go through the motions. Okay, if you're still not in a trade, that doesn't mean that you got to neglect the motions. We got to flip this red box green and see if we can build it, because then our opportunity might be to get in on the retap. Okay, so it's building, it's coming up, it's filling up to these bodies. Okay, here it goes. So the close is now in 15 seconds. Let's see the momentum, how it closes. Where does it close? Is it going to close strong? Is it going to come back down? Okay, so it's coming back down. It hit those bodies. Let's see where it closes in 5 seconds. Get ready, guys. Okay, so the volume closed above. Okay, they gapped it up. Look at the big gap up. Okay, so if it doesn't take out the high, it's going to come back down. So it's got a wick. Yeah, so let's wait for it. So now it's coming down red. That's a clue. Sometimes when they gap it up like that, if they gap it up, they're kind of trying to help it take out the high. And if it doesn't, that should give you a clue right away. There was a nice retap. Okay, beautiful retest right there. Now if it starts to build a little bit, I'm going to take this buy on this candle. Okay, it's still holding. Now it's coming right back down. I want to see if it can continue to build a little bit in this body. It's still red. No, it's coming back down, so I'm still holding off. Now maybe 50% of the previous candle. No, it's coming down. Bearish engulfing. We still have to wait. Don't buy this yet. Let's see now. Is it going to hold a higher low inside here? Nasdaq is going. Yeah, Nasdaq is bullish, taken out. I'm just seeing if US 30 will pick up some bids in here and flip. Okay, so now we got a wick. Respecting this area, we're still trading right here near this VWAP. Okay, got a nice wick, but it's still this red body. It's difficult to buy a red candle. Yeah, if you guys are in Nasdaq, again, flip this box green. Okay, just go through in case there's a pullback. But that was to a target. Okay, if you took that impulse from there to that red line, if you're a scalper, it got up to that destination, that second move. I know it might not be much, but 10 to 14 pips. I'm not buying. Like, see what I mean? I held, and thank God I held, because if I bought, I would be in drawdown right now. So now I wait for it down here. I could, if I'm thinking of buying, now at least maybe I can buy in on a discount down here. If I was thinking of buying up there, it came all the way down here. Still holding 50% of the volume, a little bit above, a little bit below green box. It tested there, but let's see if it can come back up and close with more volume around here. Do you guys understand why I waited? I tried not to take that impulse. I waited. I saw how they gapped it up. That kind of gave me a clue to just be patient, because they gapped it up and they couldn't take out the high. So that tells you right away. Now look at the candle. Okay, so now it's maybe going to turn into a bullish pin bar. This might be exciting to buy now. Okay, because now we know at least it came down, picked up all of the bids right at the VWAP, and now let's see if it can come back up here to the previous high, and then maybe we can get above 34,600 and start pushing to the upside. Okay, but also maybe watch if volume will close again above this zone where we were originally looking for. We have now a minute 45. You have to be patient with this price action. Okay, you can see US 30 is not the nicest looking volume right now. Okay, so look at it now. Now it's flooding down. Now the buyers, okay, it might take out 50% and come back down here and close red, and then it's going to come down. Okay, so be ready for potentially a changed momentum in the market. So maybe they fake this move up here, right by that 200 again, and coming down bearish engulfing. Okay, but we got to allow the volume to do its thing. Okay, so when I look at this, I check off a positive. I was about to take the buy and I didn't, and now I'm psychologically telling myself I just saved drawdown. So that you got to look at that. You just taught yourself some patience, okay? Because if I bought up there, I was probably going to buy like up there, and I'm measuring the move. I would be right now in about 15 pips of drawdown. So I'm just trying to stay positive, just try and stay psychologically positive that I made a good move there. I never bought up there because if I did, I would be holding in drawdown right now. So sometimes you just got to look at positives. Let the trade continue to build. If it comes back up here, then maybe, yeah, we might have an opportunity to get in. But at least now we know it came and picked up more and more and more bids, more volume. That will help with the breakout. Okay, so we closed bearish engulfing. Red body engulfed the previous body. Now we're opening up green right at the 9 EMA. It might trade again inside here. We're in this box now. Nasdaq looks like it potentially wants to continue breaking out of here. Go to a break even if you're on Nasdaq. Go to a break even. Okay, like if we draw a trend line currently on US 30, we're still respecting that trend line. So you see, like we're in this channel right now. We're in this, see this red line? This red line, we're still trading in this channel. Maybe we will break down. So now, maybe if I want to get a little aggressive on a sell, maybe if we break this green box, that's where maybe I might be looking for a potential sell later on if they start to continue to push this down. If not, I'm just continuing to wait. Maybe the volume is going to close above here and continue squeezing out of here. It's still building right here. It's right at this resistance point, 34,600, and it's building at the VWAP. Okay, now it's picking up, picking up, picking up. This has, let's check the 1 minutes. Okay, maybe the 1 minutes will show us a little bit more what's going on. So the 1 minute candles came up, it came back down, holding. Here's a nice strong 1 minute candle. It's going to close in 25 seconds. Maybe we'll see where this 1 minute candle will close. Will it close above this zone that we're looking at? Did it take out any previous highs? Not yet. So now we got to see where the volume will close. Okay, so here's the close on this 1 minute. We got the volume where we want it to be, above there. It's closing on the high. Red. Let's see if it catches. Yep, this is the retest. 50% where my cursor is. It just flipped. Yep. So this candle. I'm going to buy here. I'm going to enter a buy on US 30. I like how that 1 minute candle opened, held originally, and I'm in a buy. Okay. And then I'm going to flip to the 5 minutes, and I'm going to kind of play the 5 minute volume breaking out of here. So I'm in a buy on this. Let me just adjust this. Okay, so now what we want to do, yes, beautiful. There's the squeeze from here. Let's see if we can get up to that liquidity. Yeah, there we go, guys. We're filling these wicks. Let's see if it can continue to fill up to this wick and continue pushing. Yeah, we got it. There it is. Okay, wow. Okay, go to a break even. Go to a break even, guys. And scale out if you like. Oh man, this is, oh my God, guys. Okay. That's better than a dad joke. I'm securing up there at the hourly. Oh my goodness. Okay, I took that candle and right there, 25 pips with no drawdown, guys. That's better than any dad joke. Okay, look at it go. Oh my goodness. Oh, patience pays, guys. Patience. How long? I waited an hour and 15 minutes for that trade. But sometimes it's worth it. Okay? Just go to a break even or scale out, do what you got to do. This isn't 2 minutes. This isn't 2 minutes. Okay? Continue to follow. Look at the 5 minute came and tapped that white line. Where did we get that white line from? When we started the call, we did our top down. So it's look at NASDAQ continuing to squeeze through here. Okay? Finally, Miss Jones caught up. But do you guys see how I entered on the 1 minute and I rode the 5 minute volume? Okay, so go to a break even if you want, scale out, take 50, 60, 70% up there, hold the trade, just do what you got to do. Just make sure you're at a break even. That was a quick scalp. Yeah, that's one that's 1 minute scalping. So I entered on that one. As it closed above, retested, I bought, placed my stop loss, and then it ran, and then we got the continuation. But it came to a destination, the white line. Make a decision up there. You know, it's like when you get in your car, you drive from point A to point B, you get there, you gotta make a decision when you're there. Okay, guys, let's hit the likes on YouTube if that helped. If I kind of walked you through all of that and kind of with my psychology why I was thinking of buying that 1 minute candle, if that helped you guys, thank you guys. Look at, and then just follow now the motions. Okay, so identify right away 50% of that green volume right there. Draw your box. It's an ignited bar. Perfect. Let's see if it can pop and continue maybe to fill the wick and continue driving and have a short squeeze. So number one, just go through. You got to go to a break even if you want. Go to a break even. You got zero risk. You're still in the trade. Maybe if it fills back up to that hourly, you might, have another opportunity to scale out. But if it can build up there, then it will have that breakout. But right now it's coming up. Got rejected. It's still holding. It's got that body that's still holding. But you can see on Bookmap it's getting rejected. But maybe now the bids are lined up at the VWAP. So it might have to come all the way back down to collect more volume, and then maybe continue pushing back up. If there's any sells now, like this afternoon, I'm going to look for maybe a potential sell now below this green box, because maybe they just came up there and then maybe 330 might sell back down here and then take it back down to this green box. Okay, so guys, I pip and dip, like I look for sometimes 10, 15, 20. If you get 25, that's a bonus. But the main thing is I want you guys to understand minimal to no drawdown. That's what I want you guys to understand. So sometimes when you wait, you might execute a trade and you have no drawdown. So then your next job is just to go to a break even and decide when it gets to a destination, what do you want to do up there? Do you want to cash out the entire trade? Do you want to cash out 50, 60, 70, 80% and leave the rest running? Because this is scalping. We filled the imbalance. We came up there. And then now it's pushing right back down. So if you don't do anything, then unfortunately the market will come down and look for another retest or come down to pick up more volume. So sometimes I don't play games. And now if it comes bearish engulfing or close below 50% here, maybe retest this and drop, I might be looking for a short position below this green box. Okay, so we got rejected. It filled like that. It filled all the way up to there, and then it caught some big supply and then pushing down. So let's see now how it's going to react at the VWAP again. Remember there was the bids right below here. Now they got lowered, so they got pulled because this market is possibly going to come down. Good life. You just passed the first stage of a funded challenge. Congratulations. That's huge. Passing the first stage is impressive. Take your time with the second stage because you're that much closer to get fully funded and be live and get some payouts. Take your time. Remember, a lot of these prop firms now have no delay. So you don't have to do it in 30 days or 60 days. So take as much time as you guys need. Okay, but go through the motions now. Look at the big bearish engulfing candle. Did it take out the high? No, coming down. So let's kind of, where's 50% of it? Flip it red. We could be looking to maybe sell. Okay, I'm out of that buy. But let's see where it closes. It's going to close now in 60 seconds. Is it going to close Look at 50%. It's testing 50% of this previous bullish candle. If it closes below there, maybe a small pullback into this, we flip this green box red, and then the market could be continuing to drop down here on a higher time frame. Okay, guys, I know that was a quick trade, but that's scalping the markets. I tried to walk you through it. I went in on the 1 minute, and then I played the 5-minute volume. And then if you're in or out of a trade, then we go back to sitting on the sidelines and we observe what happens. Okay, so here's the close in 10 seconds. So we came down roughly, again, 50% there. Caught the wick. Let's see where it's closing. It's probably going to close. Okay, so it closed 50% below the green candle. Now we're opening green. Let's see if they kind of barcoded up here, or if it's going to continue to maybe push and break below this demand structure right over here. Guys, do you want me to clean up the charts again? Sorry, because I just don't want you guys to, I want you guys to see this. I'm just going to clean these charts up, just tidy a little bit. Okay, so see where now we're consolidating in this area above us over here. Okay, so where's 50% of this bearish candle? Right here. Okay, so let's be patient here. Okay, so maybe it's going to trade inside here a little bit. Maybe we'll come up to 50% and go back down. Okay, so like a little bit above, a little bit below. There's our smaller resistance area, kind of like over here, this white line where the offers are. If you're looking to short maybe NASDAQ, sorry guys, I just want to watch this too on US 30. So it just came up, got a wick. Let's see if we can push down into here. Maybe close below this green box, push down. We could watch the 1 minute candles as well again. Okay, so I'm looking for, it came all the way down there, that 1 minute candle to the previous low. It came up with a bullish engulfing candle, come right back up. This 1 minute candle got rejected. It's right, look at 9 and 200 on the 1 minute candles. Okay, so if you're using your technical indicators, there's your 9, there's your 200. I'm looking for red volume to close below this green box over here. Okay, so these are 1 minute candles. Watching them as they develop. Okay, so it's still green. It's still holding. Okay, so if you look at the 5 minutes, it's kind of indecision in here. Not the best to be trading. If anything, if you're looking to maybe sell NASDAQ, okay, 50% of that green candle, the pullback is like right around there. Make that a green box, and then you look for something below. If you get volume close below here, retest this, then drop. So if you're looking to short NASDAQ, which right now it's very, very bullish still, we got to wait for structure to break below there to even consider. Because if not, you're just getting caught. Like this was a red candle that came down and it went right back up and might continue moving up. Same with US 30. It came down red. Now it's coming right back up. Let's see if it's going to continue squeezing bullish out of here. So like a continuation buy could be above this hourly white line and continue to drive. Like above here to clear for a new high. To continue to buy to possibly the next big supply area. But we're, what are we? About 6 minutes away from 3:30, so we're going to get a new 30-minute candle. Sometimes going to your 30-minute candle, looking at everything, how it's developed. Like look at NASDAQ. Oh my goodness. Like look at the RSI on NASDAQ. It's ridiculous. 80. It's continuing to pump. There's a lot of traders that are trying to still sell this, and they're getting destroyed right now. So be careful. NASDAQ is very strong. If this is the 30-minute candle closing in 6 minutes, if we can start to come back up, close above this white line, the hourly, it might squeeze, continue to come up here and fill that previous wick of US 32. So it's very interesting, guys. Don't fight the market on sells. Okay, only if structure breaks below here, if structure breaks below here. Otherwise, it's still bullish. Like, you can clearly see it. Every time we're coming down to the VWAP, it's picking up the bids now, picking up the bids. Look at CVD. Remember, we were kind of balanced over here, just above the zero. Now we're at 372. So it's accumulating. A lot of these transactions are all net side, buy side. But has it created a new high? Like the previous wick, it hasn't taken out that wick. Has it taken it? No. So it's still a lower high, a lower high. We have higher lows off the bottom, but we need to get like a confirmed higher high. NASDAQ has the higher high. That's why it might continue to fill and continue to push. But remember 330, guys. It could change momentum in a snap of a finger. Okay, just be prepared. I want you guys to know that. Here's the close of this 5-minute candle. It came up, lower high, got rejected. It's an inverted hammer. We're opening up red. It might come down, bearish engulfing. But this too, let's ask ourselves, do we want to take this trade on this candle, or do we want to wait till 3:30? I'm going to wait. Okay, I'm going to wait. Even if it shows like a bearish engulfing candle, sometimes I want to take that, but it could just come down, and then the new 30-minute candle opens up, picks up that liquidity, and all of a sudden it's coming right back up. So I'm just going to wait. NASDAQ is kind of cooling off up here too. GU is a monster, Ian. Yeah, as the US dollars continuing to decline, you're going to see the pound, euro. Okay, so you see we're still consolidating. Do we see any patterns? Maybe they might come up and then push it right back down. We're still trading in the zone. It's still real choppy and sloppy in here. So this is kind of, if you're trading in here, you're either developing a position, you're holding all the pullbacks, or you're just pipping and dipping in here. I've only taken one trade this entire session. You know, it's just, I don't see too much quality setups in here. But let's watch. We're going to close in 3 minutes and 15 seconds. So we just came down again. We picked up a higher low. This is where that 9 is crossing over the 200 right now. So I know a lot of you guys follow this. That is technically a golden cross where the 9 is crossing over the 200. The lower time frame EMA is crossing over the higher time frame. It's not always a guaranteed signal that things are going to move, but that is a crossover. But we got to see, are we making a new high here, here, or here? No, not yet. So it's still, it's nice, it looks bullish, but we got to make some new highs to continue the momentum so that we can change the order book going into 3:30. And then we'll see how things run in the last 30 minutes of the market. So like there wasn't too many sell opportunities. If you did, hopefully, like if you're selling, you close out a position, because it's better to close early than hold and then add another sell. Then all of a sudden the market is still squeezing and then you're in big trouble. Part of trading, guys, the biggest thing is to learn how to cut a trade if it goes against you. We probably all know that on this call. The most difficult thing is when we take a trade and it goes against us is just to cut it. Just cut it. Whether it's 20 pips, 25, 30, just get rid of it and then regroup. Because sometimes you're going to get sucked in holding that thing, and then it turns into you're holding it for half a day, you're holding it overnight, 2 days. You might have to hold it over the weekend. And then it's not real trading, guys. Just you're buying a position and you're hoping for the best. So we're all gonna, like, we are retail traders, guys. We're not institutions, we're not bankers, we're not corporations. We're gonna make decisions that unfortunately are going to go against us, but we don't have enough capital or liquidity to compete with these guys. So if US 30, like if I take, like we're there, if I took, when I took that buy, if it all of a sudden flipped and went red down in here, I would be down 20, 30 pips. I got to make a decision here at this demand area. If it breaks, that's where the market could drop. Do I want to take my chances down here? No, when it comes down here, maybe fails this area, that's it. Close the trade. And then I review. Then maybe it comes down here, maybe pick up the liquidity, then it's closing back above here and respect it. Then maybe I could get back in the buy, and then as it comes up, I could make back my loss. And then I'm right back to break even. But at least I'm now neutral on the day, I'm back in the black. Then I can start to continue to trade with my better mentality, better psychology. At least I know that I got my money back. You know, like I picked up my liquidity. Now I gotta be better on my next trade. But if it goes down there and I'm still holding it, then it comes down here and then I add another. What happens is breaking all of these areas, and then before I know it, yesterday's gains are gone, last week's gains are gone, and then I got to start again from the top, or I fail phase 1, or I fail phase 2 on those prop firm challenges, and then you go right back in that cycle again. It's not easy, guys, but just learn that I take losses live with you guys, okay? I'm in front of all of you guys. Do I care? Absolutely I care, but whether I'm trading with you or I'm trading by myself, I'm still cutting trades. It's just part of disciplined trading. It's not about ego, who can trade more without getting stopped out. We don't do that here. It's not a competition who can take more trades without getting stopped out. That's not what trading is. It's trying to be the best trader, a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. Improve the game. Okay, so we're opening right now. Okay, so this is our new 30-minute candle. It opened, it's respecting this area. This is not a red box anymore, it's green. We're respecting it. NASDAQ came down 50%, might continue to break out. Careful selling, guys. Don't be selling anything yet right now. It's a bullish candle. Let's see if it takes out these highs. Look at it, this thing could continue to take out this high and come play up to this yellow line up here. Okay, so it's building, guys. It's still bullish. This could be a potential fill the wick right up here and maybe pop. Okay, so for you guys that are still in buys, this could be a beautiful afternoon short squeeze, but we have to take out this high. If it comes up there again and gets rejected, that's what they could be doing. They're coming up to maybe trigger some pending orders up here, and then it could reverse down. So let's, again, first 5 minutes of a new 30-minute candle, let's not just anticipate that it's going to break out bullish, because it could come up and then get rejected and come back down. Okay, but we're still going to watch these levels. Now, if I'm looking for a potential sell, I'll bring it below this area over here. I'm not going to take any sells until I get confirmed volume closing below here. Yeah, too short. Sometimes don't buy the highs, but sometimes during power hour, it continues to just squeeze and squeeze and squeeze because there's so many traders and so much volume trying to short this thing down. So then it just can continue, because when you're shorting to close a position, you got to buy back up here. Okay, think about it. If I was selling this and I didn't, and now it's coming against me, I'm in drawdown. So in order to close my trade, if it starts to go here, I'm down 20 pips, 30 pips, I have to close my position. I got to buy it back because I'm selling. So I have to buy it back up here. So I'm adding to the volume up here. I'm buying back. So I'm like, and then with more volume that's actually buying, it's adding fuel to the fire. And then that's why you get those squeezes, those big bullish breakouts. Kind of how we did on those 1 minutes. The 1 minute trade that we took, like over here, that was like a squeeze. All of these sellers that were selling down here, the market moved away from them. They had to buy back. They were buying while we were in that trade. That's what added all of that volume to come all the way up there. Okay, look at the 1 minute. It's getting rejected right up there, okay? So let's go back and look. There's the big wick. Yes, that's why. Did it create a new high? No. I know it's just 1 or 2 pips below, but technically that's a lower high. So it's pushing right back down. It's going to close in 90 seconds. Let's wait for the official close. Look at, they pinned it. Shooting star candle coming down. There it's pinned. Now let's watch to see down here if it can close below here. Again, this is an aggressive area. If you don't feel comfortable, stay down here. Look down here. This is more of an aggressive area. This could be like an impulse candle that breaks all the way down there. But let's focus on volume closing. We could go again to the 1 minutes and watch down in here. Here's the 1 minute candle, that big red candle that just came up. Retested 50%, 9 EMA. Let's see if it can continue hold. This candle is going to close in 45 seconds, and then it's going to be the close, and we're getting a new 5 minute candle. So it's very, very interesting. Nasdaq is pushing down. Let's see if those 1 minute candles, if we get anything closure below here. And again, go through the motions. If you're looking to take a trade, make sure you're on the right security, right lot size. Here's the impulse candle breaking down. Let's let it close. 25 seconds. It could close, and then the new 5 minute candle, higher time frame candle, will be opening up. So let's see if it can officially close below there. Okay, so here's the close in 10 seconds. Also watch Nasdaq below this area. But it could swing right back up, like how the entire move has been making. So here's the close. We didn't close below there. They gapped it down. Red candle. Let's see if it can take out the low. If not, it might catch a wick here. Okay, right there. Now it's taking out the low. Okay, it's got a wick. Tweezer bottoms. We can wait for this body to close. It's 1 minute. Okay, we got 40 seconds. It's still holding. Okay, now it broke. So this is where it can push down. So if you're going to take this trade, you have to understand that you're still taking an impulse candle because the 5 minute candle is still pushing. But I'm going to wait the first 60 seconds of this 5 minute candle just to be extra patient. See how it officially made a low, but it's coming right back up. So I'm waiting to see where this body is going to close in the next 15 seconds to make my decision. And this is representing the first 1 minute of the 5 minute bar. So it came right back up. Let's see where it's going to close. Closed right there. Okay, let's see. Okay, so they closed it right back up there. We have another ignited bar. It could catch another higher low wick and turn right back up. And then this would be kind of like a 5 minute fake out down here. Okay, but now it's coming back down. Wick, higher low from the previous. Still holding. Okay, has it turned flipped green yet? Not yet. So it's still holding 2 minutes of red volume, but now it's flipping. Okay, so you see what I mean, guys? Now if I flip to the 5 minutes, it's a fake out candle. Like it just came down, coming right back up. So sometimes if you look visually at the 1 minutes, you can see what's going on. You don't necessarily have to trade them, but you can watch what's happening. Now it's pushing down. Now it might push down, but has it taken out the low yet? No. So still with all of this volume, it hasn't had the ability to take out the low yet. Now it's coming down. Closed red. We might get the official retest now. Now flip this box green to red. See if these 1 minute candles will hold this. Okay, so I flipped it red. Now it's coming back up green. Now red. Here's the potential drop. Okay, and now look at your 5 minute. Now it's set up. Now I'm going to take the sell. I'm going in on the sell now, and I'm going to look for it to shoot down. I'm in a sell right here. Yeah, I got that nasty wick there, but I'm in a sell. So I got to now play the 5 minute volume. Okay, so now it turned on me. Maybe I should have waited, the woulda, shoulda, couldas. I got in a sell. Now I got to play this momentum. I got to see if it comes back up, goes down. There's 50% of that 1 minute candle that took the market down right there. There's 50% of it. Okay, so I got to continue to stay in my trade. My stop loss will be above here. Okay, so there's the close. They gapped it down. See if it comes down red. It's probably going to pick up that 9 EMA and maybe come back up here. Okay, so I'm just extending these trend lines from the 5 minutes. This could be like a head and shoulder pattern. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We might have to come back up to complete it. Might have to come up and then push down. But I'm in a trade. I might get squeezed out of the market, guys. Okay, I took a sell down there. Okay, I'm in a sell. Now it might come back up and I might be forced to close my position. But again, I'm going to see where this candle can close in the next 90 seconds. And then that market is telling me that it's very, very strong down there. You have to be careful. Okay, so see how they gap it up. Man. Okay, so I'm seeing like if it's going to come up and fill these wicks. I'm on the close screen on my MT4, and I'm going to get ready to maybe potentially close this trade at a loss. Still watching it, maybe to see what will happen, and maybe we'll spike down. It's 10 seconds. Here's the close. Very, 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 very strong. Okay, so they closed it. Ignited red candle to come down. Let's see if it can test 50%. And then if it holds kind of this area, 50%, catches a wick, then coming up, then it might be a good opportunity that I need to close this trade, because I don't want it to pick up all that liquidity and then come fill those two wicks and then it pops on me. So that's why it's important to see if it can hold this ignited red bar and to come back down. And then just to show you guys, I tried to sell this, it's not working, and I'm gonna close the trade. So right, very close right now. So I'm closing, that's it. I closed at a loss, because I don't want to be part of that big push to the upside, because I don't want to be part of that short squeeze now. So I got out. That was my loss. Got out. Okay, so I lost approximately 20 pips on that. So the trade earlier, I'm on break even. I made 20 plus pips on that other trade. I gave back 20, but just showing you that I got a break even now and I got a review. But this could now continue to squeeze. Did I make the right decision getting out at 20 pips? You know, I tried for the sell. I got in on the 1 minute confirmation that the volume closed below there, but just right over here, I didn't want to be part of that. So that's trading, guys. I want to show you that I'm a human. I can take losses just like anybody else. But I close it because I don't want to be part of a continued squeeze. It's not like I'm holding this to go into 40 pips of drawdown, 60 pips, 80 pips of drawdown. 20 during power hour, that's not bad, okay? Like it sucks, believe me. I wanted it to break down there. It didn't. That's trading, guys. But hopefully you guys can learn that Ron cuts trades too with losses, okay? Maybe you guys need to learn that as well. I could continue to hold this. I could and be at a further loss, and then maybe it closes above here, retests this, catches a wick, and then at 3:45 the new 15-minute candle is continuing to pump out of here. Yeah, if you're still watching the CVD, Edwin, and you're still in, look at it, it's plus 1,000. So it is really, really, really building. So just stay. If you guys are in buys, I tried to test the sell down there, but it didn't work. Okay, and then you see if I get out, the market is still pretty bullish. So that was my maximum risk, 20 pips. And then if it fills, I look back. And then I look at the positive things. Yeah, I lost, but I'm happy that I closed there, because if I didn't, I would have been down an additional 15, maybe 20 pips in drawdown. And then I would have gave back all the gains, and then I would have been at a loss. So I'm happy just breaking even, okay? Do you guys understand what I mean? This is more psychological than just hitting a buy and sell button. I made 20 plus pips on the first trade. I was in there. I was looking for a sell. It didn't happen. I gave it kind of the maximum area where I was waiting, and that's it. I had to cut it. So the 20 pips I made before, minus 20 here, I'm back at zero for this entire session. But I look at that as a positive. I look at that as a positive. I didn't win, I didn't lose. But now I got to learn from this. I got to go back after this call, figure out why I was looking for that sell there. Now when I look at it, I went on the 1 minutes because I was kind of trying to mimic what I did on that previous trade right there. The 1 minute candle closed below, and then I sold it right there. But it backfired on me. If I stayed on the 5 minutes and waited patiently for the 5 minute candle to close, I wouldn't have been in that trade. So, like now when I look back at it, my mistake was entering on that 1 minute candle. Because if I waited for the 5 minute, I would have seen it came up. I possibly would have been in a buy on this 5 minute candle. You see how things can just change. Just me flipping to a 1 minute and entering changed a win to a loss. Just changing the time frame. If I stuck this entire call to staying with the 5 minutes, maybe I would have talked myself out of selling there. But then the woulda, shoulda, couldas. Maybe I wouldn't have got in on that buy on the 1 minute buy. Like right there. So it's this could have happened, that should have happened, that would have happened. At the end of the day, just make the right decision. I'm happy I closed out. Now I look back at it and I'm happy I got out of there. Ian, tomorrow London. We're not doing London. I'm going to start 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. is the session for Fridays. London is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. Wednesday will be the webinar, and then Tuesday, Thursdays will be charting and trading. And then again, okay, so I'm not in a trade now. I got to continue doing what I do. I got to look. Maybe if I'm going to continue to trade in the last 15 minutes, but maybe I'm just going to end the day with a break even. But I got to go through this. So this box, red, turn it green. And in the last 10 minutes are very volatile. NASDAQ, continue with your 50%. If you're in this or a trailing stop loss, if we lose like 50% of this candle, then it might have the momentum to come back down into this green box. And then just continue. If you're going to sell, maybe below here. Okay. Sometimes I like to come a little, like this is where I get a little aggressive. Maybe that was too aggressive where I was looking in there. Now I look back at it, shit, maybe I should have stayed like below here, and maybe I wouldn't have gotten that. So it's just, this is the aggressiveness of how I trade, and sometimes it doesn't work because I get aggressive. But I kind of want to get in early before the move starts to happen for spreads and slippage and things like that. But when I look back at it now, it was my fault. I should have waited down there. Okay, and then we're going to go into the last 10 minutes of the day. That's that imbalance period. I want you guys to know that the last 10 minutes can be very, very volatile, okay? It could be like there's gap down candles, gap up candles, crazy volume. Just if you guys are in any trades, whatever you guys are in, if you're still holding buys, if you guys are testing out sells, just understand that there's going to be a lot of volatility, okay? And then ask yourself, if you're going to continue to trade the last 10 minutes, you may get caught in a trade when New York Wall Street closes at 4 p.m. But you can still be in the markets. There's still going to be volume. Options close at 4:15. There's still volume. And then your broker might be closing at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then there's swaps. So you got to ask yourself, are you going to trade at the end of the day, get into a trade? You might have to hold it. These are all questions that you have to personally ask yourself. I don't like to hold trades after 4 p.m. So that's why if I get into a trade, it might be a quick scalp. That's why sometimes I watch the 1 minute candles, but maybe with you guys we'll continue to watch this 5. So it came if you were in buys too, it came all the way almost up to this big red box, these previous highs. And again, in buys, if you don't do anything up there, unfortunately a big red candle can come all the way down. I know it sucks for buyers, but you guys, when it comes up to a level, you too got to make a decision up there. Let's watch, guys. Pay attention, okay? So the last 60 seconds, now we're going into 350. You're going to see probably some crazy price action. Okay, so here we go, guys. Get ready. We got 30 seconds to go. Okay, who has the momentum right now? Big bearish selling pressure candle, but they could bait us into selling, and then all of a sudden we're picking up the bids, and then it's rotating right back up. Could be something similar what just happened to me. Like if I sell, yeah, it could come down, but then go right back up, and then for another stop loss. So just be careful here, guys. But it is a big bearish engulfing candle. Nasdaq is pushing down below 50%. Let's see where it closes. Here's the close. It might be a sympathy like sell-off at the end of the last 10 minutes, but here it goes. Okay, so open green. Let's see 50% if it gets rejected hard. Okay, coming up, flip this box. Okay, got rejected. Okay, so pushing down. Do we want to take an impulse candle? You know, this is when the market moves really, really, really fast. So if you're waiting for this 5-minute candle to close, you only have 5 more minutes to go, then the market will close. So you got to kind of make a decision. If you want to go on and sell, maybe keep your stop loss there and hope that this thing is going to drop. You know, I really want to sell this myself. Yeah, it's continuing. See, every time it pulls back up, it's continuing to push right back down. So it's trapping some buyers there, trapping some buyers there. But right now, it's coming to our famous VWAP right over here. We could look at the close of the 1 minute right now. Again, go to the 1 minute. 1 minute candle closed. Let's see if it will turn up green. No, it's ignited. It's going to possibly continue to drop through here. Yeah. So this is like the last 10 minutes. See where they drop it? Like the woulda, shoulda, coulda. Yeah, I could have held in 40 pip drawdown. Probably would have came back down to like kind of, but there's no guarantees that all of this can happen. You know those woulda, shoulda, couldas? Yeah, but some of you guys are quick to get your pips and dip out of the market, but you have to be very careful at this VWAP. It's where a lot of bids have been sitting there the last few hours. Let's watch again. The 1 minute candles are pushing down. Dow has been pretty crappy today. Yeah, it's good. It's just the way how there was news yesterday, big news today. Tomorrow we're going into Friday. There's a lot of earnings. But just trade within risk. Some days are going to be better than others. Just understand if it's a choppy day, maybe reduce your trades that day. Be a little bit more disciplined, and then wait for better volume. This is not the greatest volume. We're still like inside this box over here. It was a really difficult session to trade this afternoon unless you were holding buys through all of this. But even if you're holding buys, there was pullbacks, there's emotions involved, there's a lot going on. What strategy did I use to get my funded account? Same strategy, scalping, but with higher lot sizing. There's a video on YouTube. There's MFF. It shows the live account. It made $20,000. It was 46 of 46 scalps on DAX. It was a London session going into pre-New York. They were all 5 lots. They were $50 a pip. The average return was 9 or 10 pips. So all of the trades were basically $500, and it was just doing what I do here. Just this quick in and out, like what I tried right there, but it's cutting them too. So you'd see that I would cut a trade, but with that run, it was 46 of 46. I didn't cut anything because they were going right into 10 pip profit. Some were 7, some were 10, some were 15, but the average, when you get the MFF report, the average return was 9 pips. There was due to some slippage and things like that, but yeah, it was with that account. That was the actual live account. I have that payout as well. But that's all I was doing, was just pipping and dipping. It was all one-way direction. So the market was trending in sells. I was waiting. When it pulled back and continued to go down, I'd go down in a sell. I was taking like these type of 1 minute confirmed breakouts and go in for about 10 pips. And that was my plan for that day. That's all I was looking for. I wasn't looking to take one of those trades for 30, 40, 50 pips. The way how the market was trading that day was kind of like this. It was giving you about 10, 15 pip moves. And that's all I was targeting that day. There's a full video showing it on YouTube. Nine pip average profit. What was stop loss? Same like what I did here. About same thing. 10, 15 pip. It's like a 1-to-1. 1-to-1 risk to reward. But a lot of those trades were with minimal drawdown, like taking them, going right into 10, 15 pip profit and securing the trade. There was not a lot of them in too much drawdown. It's just the way how that day was trading. Okay, so we're going to close now in 5 more minutes, and that's it. Then Wall Street is closed. So I'm not in any positions. I'm not looking to take any positions. That's it. I'm done for the day. But maybe I should have waited into there to grab that move. And then now just go through the motions now. Red, selling pressure, pushing down. Okay, so, oh man. So maybe like that trade changed my psychology. I should have entered that, but now I was being a little bit cautious because I took a loss. It was break even, but that was a nice sell right there to 350 candle. Sorry guys, but I didn't want to be too aggressive with you guys and maybe take another loss on a pullback, but not when I look at it. Shit. Sometimes I just got to do what I do. Now, look at the last 10 minutes of the day. Now the market, all of this build up, okay? All of this garbage staircase coming up, and then there's the elevator coming down. It's gross to look at it because I know I took that trade inside here, but what can you do? Today was a difficult session again, a difficult power hour, not easy. Because there was so much opportunities that everyone was looking to sell the market today, but it kept pumping and pumping and pumping. And then look at when they take the market down, the last 10, 15 minutes of the day. All of that work, even if you were in buys, okay? I want to make this clear. If you were in a buy here and you were holding, because there is traders that are holding and holding, the last 10, 15 minutes of the day can come all the way back down and you were holding that entire move for an hour, 2 hours, the start of the call. You got your trailing stop loss. You're up 80 pips and you don't do anything. Look at the market. Last 10, 15 minutes can come after your break even. It sucks. Believe me, like I know how it is. I've been part of this. That's why guys appreciate pips. Get in and out of these markets. It doesn't matter if you're scalping 1 minute, if you're holding trades all day, intraday, it can come down just as fast as it went up. Sometimes it comes down even faster. Ruin, you were down. Now I'm up 0.16%. Congrats. Took 2 very, very nice today, the information. Good job, man. I love how you were down and you're up 0.16%. A lot of traders might not look at that as that's a big percentage, but psychologically, if you look at what happened today, you were in drawdown, now you came back up positive, you have the right momentum. Tomorrow, you got the right mindset, and then hopefully we can get up to 0.5%, 1% tomorrow. But that's what it takes to be a trader, is to overcome when you're in drawdown and get back to positive and regroup. It takes some traders years and years and years and years to learn this. It's just that principle. So, every trader has losses, believe it or not. Some traders might not show their losses. Some traders don't talk about their losses. But everybody, look at the banks tomorrow. You're going to see the banks. You're going to see how much losses they're going to have. They've got $1 trillion of unrealized debt on the books that you might see some bank failures tomorrow. So if you think you're having a bad day, think about if you're a big bank and you're combined down $1 trillion in unrealized. If those get realized, there could be a lot of destruction in the markets. And then one of them is Bank of America, top 3 in the world. 120 billion. So we'll see what happens, guys. But this is the close in the next 30 seconds. What happens when they realize these losses? Someone's got to pick up the slack. Someone's got to take over. But nobody is really buying any U.S. Treasuries, bonds. The repo market will come in. How many of you guys know what the repo market is? Anybody know what the repo market is? Yeah, Lisa? So yeah, the repo market might have to come in, but there might not be any demand to buy that because you're buying them at losses. There's supply and demand for everything, but we'll see tomorrow what everything is. If you guys want to look at that, just Google what is the repo market and learn a little bit about that. Look at the market breaking down. Oh, okay. So it came up. They kind of squeezed it all the way up to the high to this big red area, and then it started tumbling down. So it might come back down to this green box, consolidate in here, and then going into the Asian session, we'll see where we go from here. Okay, guys, but that's it for me. I hope everybody learned something new on today's call. Learn how to maybe, if we're going to draw down, you might have to learn how to close a trade and things like that, because then you're just going to give back more and more to the market. Learn discipline, learn patience as much as you can. Don't over risk your accounts. Number one, we keep talking about this, guys. Don't over leverage, don't over risk. Live to trade another day. Even if you have a break-even day, it's good. You can still trade. Tomorrow's another bright day. You might come in the markets and have the best day of your life tomorrow. But if you're constantly going into drawdown, it's going to destroy you as a trader. Yeah, tomorrow, guys, we'll be on at 6 a.m. Eastern, and we'll go till 10 a.m. And then PK will be taking over post, and then I'll come in again, guys, on Zoom for our Friday Power Hour. So if you remember last Friday, we'll see what we get on Friday Power Hour, guys. So thank you, guys. If you guys want to join us, Stocksnipertrading.com. If you guys want the free version of Bookmap, download it with our link. You get started with BTC, with Bitcoin. Bitcoin and cryptos are going wild today. XRP is pumping the markets right now. And so if you want to learn with order flow, you'll get it with Bitcoin for free. Download it. And if you're looking to open up a demo account, check out HankoTrade and AAAFx, guys. And with MFF too. Remember, MFF FTMO, now it's some good things, positive things coming out of prop firms. There's no more 30-day limits, 60-day limits to finish these phases. So that's good. Now you can take your time with these challenges. Don't feel the pressure or feel rushed that you have to do these things in a certain amount of days. Take your time. Yeah, MFF as well, Ahmed. Yep. So that's awesome that they're doing this. because a lot of traders are really good traders, but they just struggle with the time constraints, you know. And we were talking about this with our in the Zoom. That's not natural, where you have to do a certain thing in 10 days, or you got to get a certain quota in 20 days. That's not real natural trading. You might have to take a couple days off to regroup, but that shouldn't be to a disadvantage. So I'm happy that they're doing this. I've been preaching that they do this from day one when I started a prop firm. I thought it was unnecessary that they have these stupid limits. If you want to see that I'm a good trader and you want to fund me, allow me the time to take my time to show you that I can do 5%, 8%, whether it takes me one day, it takes me 1 month, or it takes me 6 months. That's maybe I'm a learning trader, but you shouldn't pressure me with doing this in a certain amount of days, you know. But that's just my opinion on that. Okay, guys. Man, sucks that the market sold off right at the end. But anyways, guys, tomorrow's another day. We'll come back. We'll look for some pips tomorrow, and we'll see you guys. Have a good evening, everybody. Thank you guys for joining. God bless everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, guys. 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay, 6 a.m. 10 a.m. Eastern. We'll be live.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to another live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner's Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Trading with a perfect broker is the key, which takes you one step ahead. At AAAFx, we have you covered. The future of forex is zero commission. Here at AAAFx, we offer ultra low commission, which starts at 99 cents per lot. Our account's spreads start from 0.0 pips. With account leverage up to 500x, and can have a minimum deposit of $100, with an additional 100% deposit bonus, regulated by HMC Greece, compliant with ESMA, EU, regulated with FSCA, South Africa. Nothing to lose, but something to gain. Trade with the world's most liquid market provider, AAAFx, recommended by Stocksnipertrading. To get started, use the affiliate link below.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stocksnipertrading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.